This little guy is full of fright, full of fright, full of fright. This little guy is full of fright because he's afraid to move.
Cute. Okay, everyone, we're going to cut to the chase.
Just get right to it.
Well, actually, we should do the intro.
Sure.
Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex. I'm Allison. You're Alex.
I'm Alex. This is going to throw people off because we have not sat across from each other in a long time.
Yeah.
So now when we are putting the videos side by side, it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Guys,
it's just not this.
Okay, so everything looks awful in these videos because
and we know.
I'm moving, and I have 2 more nights in this place.
2 more sleeps.
And we just needed to do 1 more episode here. So that's what's happening.
So we know that
the walls are stark.
We know that we don't look the best.
Correct.
We know that we are behind a white wall, which is reminiscent of our very first episode when we didn't have anything behind us.
This was the wall.
Yeah. So just please note that it will get better.
And
we promise.
Please give me some grace as I have not showered in 2 days. Nope.
I can't smell you.
I am great. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I feel like a actual crazy person.
Okay, explain. What's this feeling?
So sudden and new. You know when like you're just kind of on autopilot and you feel a little delusional. You're not in a bad mood, but you're kind of just like, I'm disassociating.
You're dissociating.
That's what it is.
I do know that feeling, 100%.
And so it feels a little like...
That happens to me when I'm talking to people and I all of a sudden feel like I am the worst person ever and they hate me. I dissociate and then I just stand there. And
I've never seen that happen.
Act like I'm listening, but I actually don't know what they're saying. And then I have to go, say that again?
Yep.
Because I didn't hear the last sentences. So I do know the feeling.
And it's like, also life is funny and it's how I know that it's all like, this is how I know I'm a powerful...
A simulation?
This is how I know I'm a powerful manifester.
Okay.
Because hello everyone. Allison already knows this, but basically like my schedule for the last few months has been pretty consistent. It's like a certain amount of days I'm doing this thing, certain amount of days I'm doing this thing as far as work goes. Mm-hmm. So when planning this move last week, I was like, okay, great. I'm going to do this slowly because I gave myself 18 days of overlap between the 2 apartments. And so last week I was like, planned a very organized schedule for moving starting this past Monday. Today we're recording on a Friday, just so you guys know. And for this is a good problem to have. I was offered a full week of doing shoots. Mm-hmm. And BuzzFeed has never offered me a full week of shoots.
Yeah, of course that happened.
And I was like, well, yeah, I'm going to take it. And but now this really changes everything. My sister is coming to visit and I wanted to have this move done before she came. And so it's just been a week of like, club, another club, no sleep, plane, another club. That's how I feel. It's just like going, doing, barely sleeping, forgetting to eat, drinking a Soylent to survive, going to boxing, trying to keep my mental health in check. And anyway, I appreciate everyone having some patience. And I'm going to try to put something cute on this backdrop in post-production for us so you guys don't have to stay. Like we're blending into the walls.
It does look like we are in prison.
Yeah.
We're coming to you live from
look
prison.
at how much I fucked up this wall.
Yeah, you did.
I was like taking off my smart lights and I was like, well, shit. That's coming out of the security deposit.
What did you use? Like 3M?
Yes, and they weren't coming off.
And they're supposed to.
They're supposed to. Anyway, so... Also, I have a birthday party tomorrow. Like, what was I thinking?
Well, the birthday party was before everything, right? Like, you planned that before.
Yes. If the week had been a normal week, we would be recording this in my new spot right now.
Yeah.
It didn't happen like that. Okay, everyone?
I think everyone is okay.
All right, I'm gonna
Because a lot of people don't even watch the video.
That's true.
And if they do, then they are hearing us say that we know it looks bad and let us, give us some...
Just some grace.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what's going on, and we're doing it.
Did we tell them that we did apply for the Amazing Race? Although we didn't.
No, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, but also did we? Because we don't know if it went through. And do we just do another one? Like we just send in another one? Are they going to be
That's
annoyed?
right. We were going to send another one. I forgot.
Like just redo it because we have the video done. We just need to redo it.
Redo the application.
So basically, we decided we were going to apply for the Amazing Race. We sat here and we made a little video answering the questions and showing our personality. And then we went through the process of entering the information.
Which is a little tedious.
Yeah, it's not bad. I actually might still have we have to write a bio about ourselves personally. So that took...
And then one together.
Yeah. But it had to be only a certain amount of characters, like 400 characters. Sure. But it was hard to get... Oh my gosh. It was hard to get it to that.
Yes.
So we had to shorten them. Yeah. That part took longer. If we have to do that again, that is what will have to happen. But then when we went to submit it, it was spinning for... so long.
Well,
I feel like 5 minutes.
Yeah, because we were running into the issue of like they wanted a 3-minute video that was under 50 meg, and that is very hard to do.
Yeah.
So I was compressing.
The first task. They're like, if you can't do this, then we don't want you.
So that was the challenge with that.
Yeah. So it was like spinning the submit button after we'd put everything in, answered all the questions. It was spinning for like 5 minutes. I let it sit there. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take off this video. Because that was the upload of the video is what was the problem.
Yes.
And then I tried to, it looked like it was there. So I tried to submit it and then it was spinning. So then I was like, let me take off this video and let me try to re-add a smaller video that you had made.
Yeah.
And then it was like, thank you for submitting. And I was like, okay, but did you get the video? Because
what we couldn't figure out was the video required for the submission to go through or not? And I found
mixed reviews
on the internet.
So it could have gone through perfectly,
without a video, or it could have gone through without a video.
Right.
But the video is good. Like it's what would get us in.
I think that we should probably just redo it.
Yeah, we might as well.
Because they'll probably, if they see it, they'll be like, "Oh, we never saw this video."
Just like I submit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I still have the, it's on ChatGPT.
It is, yeah.
So you have that.
Yeah, we should just do it again.
Yeah, just in case.
They'll be like, we've already seen that.
Yeah, we don't want you.
We don't want you.
But yes, we did that. So everyone, I know you've been asking and wondering, and we did.
So if we have to abruptly stop the podcast but can't tell you why.
You'll know why.
If you're listening, I just winked.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You'll know why.
Well, today is March 17th, which is...
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, good job. It is.
Oh, yeah. Today, I'm going out with a bunch of gays.
You are? Where are you going?
To West Hollywood. I don't know any of them.
Okay. What?
I'm kind of being set up.
On a date?
No, it's not a date. I'm just going to meet... So my
You don't
friend,
know a single person?
I know Beth. So my friend Beth is like, hey, my gay... friends are coming into town and they want to go do gay things on St. Patrick's Day with some of their gay friends that are here in West Hollywood. Do you want to come meet some gays? And I was like, are they fun gays? And she was like, they're very fun gays. And I was like, I'm down.
But they don't live here.
Correct.
Okay.
They're from I don't know where they live. But anyway, they're coming in and they want to she's like, they want to have fun. And I was like, great.
Okay.
So I'm going to go do some gay shit in West Hollywood.
Just like on Santa Monica? You're just going to bar hop over there?
Doing, yes. It's also, my sister leaves today. It's so weird to talk about the future.
Yeah.
She leaves this morning, so I'm going to say sayonara and then hit the streets of WeHo.
Hit the streets.
I'm going to have a frosé in your honor.
Oh, God.
What are you doing today?
I don't know. It seems nothing.
Well, you can come out with the gays, too.
We'll see.
Okay. You're still not drinking?
Yeah, well, I have had a drink. Last week we went to JoJo's concert.
Yeah.
And I had a drink before. I had a espresso martini.
Oh, okay. Classy.
But I said no to all subsequent shots.
Okay, good.
Because I don't actually know if I can take a shot again. I think I'm okay to have a craft cocktail that tastes good, but I don't know if I can have a shot.
You don't need to try it yet. And yep.
No, I don't want, like, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
My brain won't even let me swallow it, I don't think.
Okay, yeah.
So, but yeah, side note, the show was amazing. She is perfect.
Sure.
Not a single lick of autotune on that mic. She doesn't need it. Nope. She's perfect.
Yep.
So it was a great show. I don't know all of her songs. I know the hits, and then I know a couple from her new album.
Okay.
But for the most part, I was just like bopping along. Like, she sounds great. She brought out Tori Kelly, which
I love that.
They sound amazing together. Yep. And like their voices just blend so perfectly. And they're just like doing runs back and forth. And I'm like, wow, must be nice. And then we learned today, I think Caleb did a berries class with her possibly. And she is wearing one of our Active Booty bras on tour, like in her show. And she's like, oh, I bought more, like with my own money.
Wow.
Because I love them so much. Like, she bought them to go on tour.
That is a high compliment.
I know. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'll show you the picture later. But yeah, wow. That was very exciting. So yes, I have had a drink, but...
And did you fare okay?
Yes, it was fine.
Okay.
But I don't know, like, what the extent will be of drinking.
Okay.
Oh, so St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
I've also never really gone out on St. Patrick's Day. And it's one of those things where if it's a day that on purpose everyone is going to be intoxicated immensely, that doesn't sound fun to me anymore. I think I'm just like getting to an age where that doesn't sound fun. Mm-hmm. I think if something happens and out of the blue, people are like, oh, let's go to a bar, and it just happens accidentally, I feel like that seems more fun to me than a major holiday where the purpose is just to get drunk.
Yeah.
That sounds not fun to me.
Even though you're Irish?
I don't know if I am.
Oh.
English. I probably do have a little bit of Irish in me.
I have Irish.
Irish?
Irish. Irish.
I'm sure I do. Like, it's just generally European.
Yeah.
With some Romanian, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, today is St. Patrick's Day and neither of us are wearing green. Which
is crazy because I thought that hat was like your deep green, like the Active Booty Army Caleb Fitness Marshall green.
That's the full name.
That's the mouthful.
So when we were going to record this the other day, I had the green hat with me. Yeah. And then when I put this sweatshirt on, there's no green in it. And I wasn't thinking that it was St. Patrick's Day. Mm-hmm. So I put the white hat on.
You know what? That's perfect. I'll put a green graphic above it. We do have green.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
So that's that.
Do you have any fun St. Patrick's Day lore to share?
Okay. So yes. What?
Why did you?
Because like it's silly and like, is it offensive? I don't know. Famous pop culture leprechauns.
What?
Exactly.
Just read it to me. We can decide.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Also, today is the day to watch Luck of the Irish, which is the best Disney Channel movie.
The best?
I really like it.
Better than Smart House? Better than 13th Year?
In my opinion, yes.
The Luck of the Irish?
The Luck of the Irish.
I guess it's the same guy from Smart House.
It is Ryan Merriman who followed me on Twitter, but I don't have Twitter anymore.
Yes,
so
probably for the best.
Sucks for him.
Okay, question. Would a famous pop culture leprechaun be the Lucky Charms leprechaun?
Well, you're going to find out.
Okay.
There's 9 of them.
Okay.
In this list that I did not make. This is on al.com.
Oh, okay.
Whatever that means. Whoever Al is. Okay, so coming in at number 1. This is funny. The mobile leprechaun, where the leprechaun, I'm just going to read this description. The leprechaun game changed completely in 2006 after this sketch of a supposed mobile leprechaun went viral as witnesses claimed to have seen the mythical creature in the Crichton neighborhood of Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, not mobile. Mobile leprechaun. Local NBC affiliate would report the news that the video was posted on YouTube on St. Patrick's Day that year, becoming one of the first truly viral videos in YouTube's history, which actually that's exciting.
Yeah.
You've seen this picture before. Like someone dead ass was like, there was a leprechaun.
Yeah.
And then they said, sketch it for us. And then they sketched the leprechaun.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that's number one, most famous. Number two is Lucky the Leprechaun from the Lucky Charms cereal brand.
Okay.
So yes.
I knew
He first appeared in stores in 1964.
My God, that's the year after my parents were born.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
The next is Lubden the Leprechaun from the 1993 cult horror comedy Leprechaun.
You know, that's
starring
Jennifer
Warwick
Aniston.
Davis. What?
The horror movie Leprechaun?
Yeah, she's in that?
Jennifer Aniston's debut movie.
That's the very next sentence. It says Warwick Davis, the evil title character, also a young Jennifer Aniston right before the NBC sitcom Friends blew up.
Yep, and it is now streaming on Peacock.
Friends?
No, the Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun?
Yeah, Leprechaun.
Well, it doesn't look like I want to watch it.
It's terrible.
Okay, good.
I have it on DVD.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm. One of those Walmart $5 bin movies.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Next is the Notre Dame Leprechaun, which, Indiana.
The one that's doing this?
Yes. Which also there's a school on Riverside that is also Notre Dame, and it freaks me out.
Oh, you're right.
Notre Dame High
right
School.
by the mall. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the next is Lucky Leprechaun for Boston Celtics.
Okay, the same name as the Leprechaun from Lucky
Yeah,
Charms?
they just stole it, I suppose.
How good would a bowl of Lucky Charms be?
Yum.
Mm.
And then O'Reilly the Leprechaun from The Simpsons introduced the slightly stereotypical O'Reilly the Leprechaun, voiced by Dan Castellaneta. As Ralph Wiggum's imaginary friend who tells the child to burn things. I didn't watch The Simpsons.
Me either. Wasn't allowed.
Don't get it.
Don't know.
Don't care.
Nah, same.
Hornswoggle, the WWE professional wrestler.
Oh.
I do know who that is because in high school I was watching wrestling with Eric and I knew who that was. He became a wrestler in 2006 and that is his name.
Okay.
And that's it, I guess.
Okay.
So congrats to those leprechauns.
Thank you for being a part of our pop culture.
I think really the real thing here is remembering the Mobile, Alabama sketch. That is pretty funny.
It is, yeah.
And I know all of you listening really cared about that. And I really thank you for listening and not tuning out. Because that's all of the pop culture leprechaun lore I have other than watch The Luck of the Irish.
Yeah. And in Chicago, I know that they make the river green.
Yes. Have you ever been there?
To Chicago?
When it's been green?
No.
I have, but I think they do it the week before.
Is this when you had to escape because of an earthquake and you had to drive a car? Wait.
What?
Is that real?
There's no earthquakes in Indiana my whole life.
Well, this is Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, but
weren't you somewhere in a city with an earthquake and you had to escape and it was scary and you had to drive a car and...
This seems like a dream you had about me.
No, as a child, you were somewhere when some natural disaster happened and you guys all had to like get into a car and it was not near your home. You were young.
Natural disaster?
Yeah, something happened. Right?
On our way down to Florida, our car broke down.
Absolutely not. You were somewhere for your sister's something and an earthquake or was it a shooting?
The blackout in New York City.
Blackout in New York City. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, totally different. Has nothing to do with this, but that was what I was thinking.
It was not a natural disaster. It was just the power grid went down in like New York State or something, or New York City.
And it was scary.
We were stuck there and we had to drive for like 6 hours to get over one bridge.
Thank you.
Got it. I was like, this is a dream. This did not happen.
We got there though.
No, I've just been to Chicago, I think the week before.
And they make it green.
Because it takes a while for it to
Yeah.
fully become green.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like you're in my head.
Pour some dye and then it goes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
But it is pretty.
Cute.
I watched The Substance finally.
Okay.
Whoa.
Right.
I was not
Spoilers ahead, I
prepared.
assume, everyone.
Yes, spoilers ahead. And also, I want to add something at the end. So if you are my mother or my father, or if you're my sister who's letting this play with any children in the background, I'm going to give you a second to just turn her off.
Maybe fast forward like 4 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So, yes, watched. And whoa, I was not prepared for literally any part of it.
Nope.
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, right.
Because first of all, immediate nudity, immediate boobs, immediate butt.
Yep.
And it never stopped. You see
never stops.
Boobies until the very last frame.
Yep.
Because the very last, I will never get it out of my head. She has a rogue boob
popping out.
That's
what I think about all the time.
I know, I can't stop thinking about it. But I think that it's great that they won for makeup and hair because so much of that was being made and styled. I don't even know how to say any of this without really spoiling.
We said spoilers.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Ask me questions.
So, first of all, did you think that it was like shot well? Like, did it remind you of Pretty Things at all in the way that it was like kind of
Poor Things?
What'd I say?
Pretty Things.
Oh, yeah. Does it remind you of that? Like that? Like
lots of close up and fisheye
like
lens.
really saturated colors.
Yes.
And
yeah, I totally
thought it was like
get that.
I loved the ambiguous nature of like the decade. Like you don't obviously it's not LA, but it is LA.
Right.
There's winter, but we don't have winter here.
Yeah.
It's like there's Teslas, but then everyone's driving really old cars.
Yeah. Is it the 80s or is it?
It's meant to just be
nostalgic and they're dressing like the 80s.
Yeah, it's like no, it's meant to be like not a time.
Correct. And I did look it up, and they filmed it all in France.
I didn't know that.
Everything was filmed in France.
Did you think Demi was deserving of the accolades that she received?
Yeah, I think she did a very good job.
Her better version, that
Margaret
girl,
Qualley.
I think she did great too.
Yeah.
Her body.
She looks great.
Crazy.
I showed Josh that she's dating Jack Antonoff. Oh, married to Jack Antonoff. And he was like, whoa, he must have swag.
Oh, that
I was
man's
like,
got
he's
riz for
so
days.
rich and has so many Grammys. Yeah. So he can,
It is funny that his ex is Lena Dunham.
Oh.
That was who he was with for a long time before.
Do you think he's funny?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but she looked great. I don't know who thought of this. And I think, did a man write this? Because it feels like a man wrote it.
Oh, I don't know.
Just because of the sheer amount of nudity and close-up body part shots, and
you should look this up.
It just felt like it was written by a man. And it wasn't bad. Like, I understand why they were doing it, but
also Dennis Quaid.
Quaid.
What did you think of the shrimp scene? Was it as bad as I?
Well, so as soon as I saw the shrimp, I knew
what you were in for,
what I was in for, and it was disgusting for sure. But it was written by a woman.
Okay.
So that gives everything. Coralie Farge.
Oh, French.
Yes. So that everything I was about to say is out the window.
What I find myself thinking about a lot with this movie is, aside from like, I think it's one of those that I'll watch maybe once every 5 years because like I think it is good, but I can't stop thinking about how much of a cleanup that last scene when the theater is filled with blood.
Yes, I was like, Josh, imagine being an extra. What a terrible day of filming.
So
what a horrendous day.
As someone who was an extra in Jersey Shore Shark Attack, where Joey Fatone gets eaten by a shark, and then a group of us are sprayed by his blood. I can tell you, it is like theatrical blood is cold and sticky and awful. And those people probably had to be in that for hours.
Probably
maybe
a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they went home, but it was just like sitting there
that theater
all day and just having to do that over and over again. And honestly, how do you clean it up so that you can do it again?
I think there must have been a lot of pressure around like, okay, we're going to get this angle today. So we just need like,
and then I have a crew come in and clean.
Yeah.
Insane. So the last 30 minutes, we were really unprepared for.
Because how could you ever be prepared for that?
Because we thought that it was almost over.
Oh, yeah. I did too.
So we started like kissing and stuff. And then like,
Well,
we're
way to
like,
take you out of the mood.
we're like, is this not ending? And he looked and it was like 30 minutes left. And then things started getting insane. And we were like, you know what? Like, this isn't.
I just remembered the teeth part. Oh, God.
When she puts the earring into her little ear hole. Somehow I want to do this for Halloween, but I don't know how.
Yeah. But then she like put the paper mask on her face and like.
I just want to do that. I don't know.
Funny.
It's insane. I need to watch Honora because from what I hear, they're just obviously two different movies. Oh. And I don't know how you differentiate which one should have won. I guess
what? Best actress, you mean?
Yeah.
Demi over Mikey.
Mikey. Yeah, which person should have won based on these things. So what I did, someone did say this, that Mikey is in every single shot, every minute of the movie. Like there's not a scene that she's not in. I need to watch to make sure that that's true. But then Demi is not in the whole movie.
Okay.
Because Margaret is and other people are. So does that factor in? Maybe it does.
It could.
I don't know. But what an insane thing. I don't need to watch it ever again, I don't think. Maybe in like 10 years.
Yeah,
I might
that's
be
what I'm
like,
saying. It's like a year, not like a yearly watch. It's not like a holiday for me.
No, of course not.
I think it's one of those that I would like to watch with someone who's never seen it. That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in 10 years when I've forgotten about it and then someone's like, oh my gosh, do you remember The Substance?
Yeah.
I could get behind
Yeah.
watching it again. But I need space.
Yep.
And I need time.
Yep. And that's okay.
So there you go.
Yep.
I watched.
Thank you. I'm glad you finally did. Now I need to watch. What's the one you watched that I haven't?
I watched Conclave.
Conclave. I need to watch Conclave.
Yeah, you do.
And I want to. It's just like, it's a thing. I binged. Okay. 2 things have come out recently. One of them was a TV show that I binged, and then the other one is Gaga. So first, the TV show. So I have been packing, as you know, and like I like to switch between podcasts and just a background TV show. So I put on Running Point, which is the Kate Hudson show, thinking it would be something I don't care about because it's basketball, and I don't care about basketball.
Maybe you do care.
Even though I'm a Hoosier.
Yes.
And I loved going to my sister's games and my cousin's games. I just don't care.
Okay.
The show is so fucking good.
I wondered. I just heard the premise for it, and I'm interested.
I thought it was going to be more like, I don't know what I thought, but I thought it would be something that I could just have on in background. Totally piqued my interest. Was totally drawn in. 10 episodes. It's a winner. I love it. I hope it gets renewed. I really enjoyed it.
Wow.
It's like, it's just enough about basketball that it's like, okay, but it's not the focus. The focus is the family. Anyway, highly recommend, guys. Running Point, Netflix, easy watch, funny. Created by Mindy Kaling.
Right. Oh, so that's how I heard about it. Which where I'm going to talk about her in a second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I did hear that, and she's good at what she does.
Yep.
I heard that it was good, and when I'm done with Paradise, I will give it a watch.
Yes.
But I actually have drawn out Paradise because I don't want it to end.
Yeah, it is so good. I only have one more episode.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's Mindy, and I didn't know that before I watched it, it is very like, do you watch Sex Lives of College Girls?
No.
Oh, it is similar vibes to that. So I was like, oh, this is her. If this is what she creates, like, I love this.
Yeah.
Mindy Project vibes. You watched that, right? Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but
Kate Hudson did great. Like, which I like her as an actress, but I just wasn't sure how I would like her in a series. She crushed it. And what's her name?
What's her name? Who?
Married to Macaulay Culkin.
Brenda Song.
Brenda Song, hilarious in this show.
Good. Yeah, she's funny.
And then Macaulay Culkin has a cameo.
Oh, fun.
So does Scott Disick. There's just like a lot of fun things in this.
So random.
I know, so random.
Yeah.
So I watched that, and then tried to watch today. Actually, I don't know if we should talk about this yet because I'm afraid I'm going to get roasted.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Meghan Markle has a new show.
I have that down to talk about. I haven't watched it, but if you have, I'm interested in your thoughts.
why is this a show?
That's the general consensus. So I pulled up a article about it just because I've heard other podcasts being like, what is happening here? There's no cadence. There's nothing
It does
putting
not make
it all
sense.
together.
Nope.
It doesn't make sense. It's just her doing like fun things. It's her doing things that she wants to do that are pretty.
Yes. And it's like At Home with Megan style,
But
it's
not at
at
her
her
house.
home.
No.
It's in this like random cottage, beautifully shot.
Yeah.
But it's like she's showing us how to make bath salts with already made bath salts.
Yeah.
She's
Making
showing
avocado toast.
she's going to get honey from,
They do make honey. They have bees.
but like she just is looking while the beekeeper is,
Yeah.
you know, and she's like, I'm so scared, but it's so beautiful.
Yeah. She wants so badly to be like normal, but she can't.
She makes a rainbow fruit plate.
And I heard something about the sprinkles that she's putting on everything.
Yeah.
The flower sprinkles.
Flower sprinkles. It's on everything.
Do you feel like you want them?
No.
Okay.
So, like, look, it's beautifully shot. It will be a background show for me. It's one of those, it's like, it has nice music. I like her voice. Yeah. The producer, like, talks in it, which is, like, an interesting take. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, what is this? Was she just like, I'd like to do this? And they were like, green light.
Well, but she has had all this on ice for so long.
Wait, really?
She announced that she was doing a podcast. The podcast has never come out. She announced it like 2 years ago.
I remember that. Yeah.
All of these things like she announces and then they don't come out forever. So she announced this show and then it took, I don't even know how long, at least I feel like at least a year.
Well,
so she's just like,
yeah,
she has big dreams and I think she's bored. And I think Megan, just go act again. Like go back to acting.
Totally. Why can't she be on Suits LA?
I don't know. Yeah. I know that they still do royal things. They're not working royals anymore, but they do a lot of charitable things. But I don't think that they're doing it every day, all day,
right?
Every day of the year,
right?
So if you are this bored, and I don't know their financial situation since they are not working royals anymore, I don't know how they really make their money, and I don't understand it.
Me either.
If you need the money, people will watch you act. I think. I don't know.
No, I think they will.
It's just like it's a weird thing. But Mindy Kaling, I heard, was the best episode.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I saw that she is in one.
Although, from what I've heard, she calls her Meghan Markle and then she corrects her and she's like, it's Sussex. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You're Meghan Markle.
Sussex. Yeah.
And also, you're the Duchess of Sussex.
Right.
That's not your last name.
I'm going to watch. I mean, I'm going to watch. I just is like, I can't believe this is not Martha Stewart. It's like that. It's like Martha Stewart literally shows us how to make eggnog from absolute scratch.
Yes, that is a criticism I've seen people say. She's not teaching you how to do things other than like, here is pretty.
Literally, she's like preparing. I can't. It sounds like I'm making fun, but I was truly like, no, what's the point of this? Like, she's making coffee, but it's just a French press, and then she pours it into a teacup.
Yeah.
And then she is cutting vegetables and putting them on a tray in a shape. And her friend is like, this is stunning. And she's like, well, you know. What?
Just maybe the premise just needs to be.
Sorry.
This is how to be aesthetic, or like, these are my aesthetic things that I like to do.
Yeah. At one point, she's prepared. So her friend is coming to visit. The first episode is my friend is visiting. And what I love to do is have a little welcome thing in the bedroom. So we're going to prepare some things. Right.
Yeah.
So at one point she is preparing like some nighttime snacks. Mm-hmm. One of her favorite nighttime snacks is peanut butter filled pretzels. She opens a generic bag of peanut butter pretzels, pours them into a different baggie, ties it.
Yeah, I heard that.
I was like, what? She's like, I love these, and my mom does too. What?
So what would have made that better if she made them?
Yeah, or like, I love peanut butter pretzels, so I'm going to show you a take on that and make like some sort of a dessert that's similar to that.
Yeah.
But no.
If she didn't show you putting the pretzels into the bag herself, would that have been better? Would it have been like
No, I think at that point,
a
the
pre-made
snacks-
tray where she's just like talking about the things that she
Yes,
put in there?
that is what
That
I
would
was
be
like. That would
better.
have been better if you're like, and here's some, and like I love a nighttime snack, so I put this, and this on this
And
tray.
this is how I arranged it.
Yes.
It's more about the arrangement.
But it was like a slow motion shot of her pouring them into the bag. And it was just like, what?
You're not going to get canceled because every other single person I've heard talk about this says the exact same thing.
And I was like, but what's the point of the show? Like,
Yeah.
what are we getting to?
It's just like hanging out with Megan. That could
love,
be the
Megan.
name.
With love, Megan. That's what it's called.
Yeah. She's also selling a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
So she's selling her jam.
I guess
this
she does
microphone
make
one more
homemade
time.
jams, but I haven't seen that yet either.
Yeah, she's selling the jam. She's selling the honey. Let me see. Okay, I can't find it quickly, but yeah, there is a site that she's selling a bunch of these things on.
Okay.
And some of them are like the jam is like her jam, but other things that she's selling are just the things she's using.
I love these chocolate cup peanut butter pretzels.
Yeah, it should just be like, I love to create aesthetic gifts and I do these things. And this is how I make already made things look pretty.
Right.
And just take out the showing you the store-bought things. Just show me what is pretty. Right? I don't know.
Right, because we're talking about it is reminiscent of Martha Stewart's show, but again, Martha Stewart is going, here's how to do a turkey dinner for 72.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And not like Selena, where she's learning how to cook.
Correct. Yeah, very different.
There needs to be an element of teaching, but not what she's doing.
Right.
Maybe she'll take the criticism and maybe season 2 will be different.
You guys asked for it, so now I'm going to grow my own vegetables.
I don't know.
So that was the other one. Did you have anything else on that?
No, I was just going to say, I was going to ask if you had watched it and say that I heard Mindy's was the best episode.
I'm going to watch it. That's the thing is, it's going to get the rating because I'm going to finish it.
Yeah.
I got to know.
I don't know if I will. I don't know if I have it in me.
Well, I'll
especially
watch
knowing
it, and
people don't like it.
Maybe I'll tell you of a good episode you should watch just to have some context.
Okay.
But I'm sure TikTok's about to be like,
I know.
it sounds like they're going to
Poor
rip her
girl,
apart.
because she doesn't ever get a break because people hate on her constantly.
You can tell just by these segments, people are going to like reenact it and do like, I can't wait.
She could have leaned into internet culture and she could have had someone like Nara Smith on.
Totally. Yes.
And been like,
see, that is what people I think were expecting.
Yeah.
Nara Smith is exactly what this show should
because
have been.
she's rich and she dresses beautifully and she's so aesthetic and everything
learn how
she
to make
does.
chewing gum from scratch.
Yeah, and be like, Megan could have been like, these are things that I love to do this is what I love to do when friends come over. I love to make a little basket and put these things in.
Yeah.
My friend Nara's here to show me how to make this from scratch because I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I would watch Nara's show in a second.
They're weird, but sure. Yeah.
They are weird, but like.
But are they weird on purpose?
Yes,
we don't know.
I think it is on purpose.
Yeah. They're like, he's like a 1950s.
Yeah, Lucky Blue.
Like AI created person.
Always with a toothpick in his mouth.
Yeah. Weird. Anyway, yeah, I had that.
In other news, Gaga Mayhem has released. And
it's released.
Yeah, I have not stopped listening to it all day.
Okay.
She's back.
Is she back? Because is she giving Born This Way? Giving.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm in because I like Abracadabra. I like Disease.
Okay. I would say out of all the tracks, there's maybe 3 that I would skip.
Okay.
And it's the one she did with Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I didn't love Disease, which was the first single off the album.
Yeah.
That came out forever ago.
We have a dance, so I hear it a lot, and I like it for that. But
and there's another like a ballad that's like I love a Gaga ballad, but this one was like not the greatest. But there's like one of them sounds like it could have been on Tortured Poets. It's so. I'm just really stoked. I was like, I can't believe how good this is.
I haven't cared for a while.
You need to listen to it. And I know you're not a front to back album listener. We know. But
even like Lisa's album also just came out and
I haven't listened to that yet.
Yeah. I have jumped around on that. She has a bunch of collabs. She has Doja Cat, Tyla, I don't know. There was like, Megan Thee Stallion. She has a bunch of
Oh, I
collabs that
definitely need
are
to listen.
cool.
Smart for her to release that while she's on White Lotus.
Yeah.
Which, have you been watching?
I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
So sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just like so slow.
Yeah. Josh was like, I don't know how much more. Like, he's like,
Did
if
he
it
watch
does
1
not.
and 2?
Yes, he loved 1.
Yeah.
He didn't love 2 as much, which I know is weird. Everyone else loved 2 more. And he was just like, if it does not pick up, I don't know if I can keep watching.
It is real slow. It's pretty wild.
But this is the first one I'm watching, so I'm like, I think it's interesting. It is slow, but
it is slow. No, I like it. I'm obviously gonna finish it, but I wish it would pick up a little bit. They did do a lot of setup in this 3rd episode that feels like a lot's gonna happen in 4.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I need to watch.
Anyway, but just to circle back, I like the Gaga album. I think she nailed it. I love that she's back in the pop world. She never really left, but this feels like back to her. The fans are stoked.
Yeah, I think that we've been missing this.
We have. And like I loved Art Pop I did. That was like when she started to leave pop a little bit and go more. And then Joanne was just its own thing.
Yeah.
But
which is totally fine.
Yeah.
She's still been really good. But
I loved like 3 songs off of Chromatica.
I forgot about Chromatica. I did actually
Rain
like that.
on Me was good. Plastic Doll was good. But no, this is like Born This Way era.
Good.
It's really good.
I like that.
Yay, Gaga.
Gaga.
Okay, back to TV because we have to talk about it.
What?
Traitors.
Oh, yeah. Can I say that before this? Because this is at the top of my list.
Oh, God. Sorry.
I have to tell you that I fell the other day and I haven't fallen in public in I don't know how long.
It happened in public?
Yeah, because it's been raining here.
Yeah.
For so many days.
Yeah.
And
do you know we're getting a hurricane?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, finish. And then I have to tell you what I just found out. Go ahead.
Okay. It's really dumb. But I went to yoga. I was wearing slides because all I needed to do was walk from my covered garage up to a parking garage, up some steps and into the place. So it wasn't that long that I was going to be walking outside. So I had slides on. Well, there are stairs and they are tile. And when I came up, I was like, slippery. Note that. When I left, the guy was like, it's slippery out there. Be careful. I was like, yeah, duh. I'm going to be careful.
I know.
I was holding onto the railing. I was going so slowly. Like, I don't know how this happened. I was trying not to fall so hard. And then my foot slipped out from under me and I went straight down. I only fell like 2 stairs. Like, it wasn't like I tumbled the whole way down. Okay. But
are you so
shoulder,
sore?
Like, I'm scared I actually hurt myself. It's okay. I danced yesterday and nothing seemed that wrong, but it's so sore.
Okay.
And I just needed to atone and confess that what a loser. I just fell in front of an old man.
Falling in public is one of the craziest things.
It's so upsetting.
Humiliating and just wild. And like there's no way to recover in a cool way.
No, I was just like, I stood up and I was like, man, I was trying so hard not to fall. And the guy behind me was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Anyway, I just needed to tell you that.
But speaking of the rain, I was just with Angela boxing and she was like, do you know we're getting a Hurricane Hillary? And I was like, what?
I'm sorry?
We are apparently it's hitting Baja.
Oh my gosh, this place drowns when it rains.
Yes, and so we're getting 3 solid days next week of just torrential downpour apparently.
No. Well, I couldn't play cornhole because of the rain. That got canceled.
Well, the torrential downpour is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so it doesn't sound like you're going to play cornhole again.
Ever again.
Ever.
Dang it.
Anyway, yeah, so keep an eye out on Hurricane Hillary. I was like, California is so like meh about rain. Like it's fires and it's earthquakes. But like
and they didn't prepare for rain, and so therefore all the streets flood and we can't go anywhere.
Like they so don't prepare for rain. Again, this building that I'm moving out of, you guys, is brand freaking new. Mm-hmm. The last time we had like a week of rain, which was a month ago, the parking garage was totally flooded. Like 2 feet of water in the parking garage.
How'd they get it out? It eventually drained.
But it's like you could only enter through one part of it because the other door wouldn't even open because it was so flooded. It's like, how?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't rain a lot, but when it does, it ruins everything.
Yes.
So, I'm sorry. And I don't want that.
Nah, I don't. Hillary, stay at bay.
Yes. Okay, Traitors.
Although, Hurricane Hillary and Hillary Duff coming clean, let the rain fall down. There's some sort of a TikTok in there.
Yes, just run out in the rain and dance around and sing it.
Yeah.
Seems great.
Hurricane Hillary is here. Let the rain fall
Did you see that trend on TikTok this past couple weeks of girls playing that song and seeing if their boyfriends can clap on
the
beat?
beat. Yeah.
Yeah. I did Josh.
Speaking of
he
Hilary
obviously
Duff,
was good.
I know that she's fresh on my brain because I just finished Younger, but I've always loved her. We love her.
Yeah.
I was served a TikTok that was like the top 5 celebrities who don't know that they're not famous anymore. Number 1 was Hilary Duff. And
That's insanely wrong.
I am so mad about that because that's very fucking wrong.
It's so wrong.
Anyway, I just want to say justice for Hilary Duff.
Oh.
She's famous as hell.
She's fine.
Yeah.
Traitors. Tell me your thoughts.
Okay, so the finale of Traitors just recently happened, and I will say there was a moment where I had extreme anxiety. Spoilers. Everyone, spoilers.
More spoilers.
There was a moment where I had extreme anxiety because, well, first of all, I was pretty confident Danielle was voted out, and that's why they left it on that cliffhanger and not the coin toss.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't. I didn't think that Brittany had it in her
I think I was just really resting on like a coin toss would be an epic cliffhanger to leave an episode on.
Okay.
So if they had tied again, it would have been a coin toss. Coin flips, cut to commercial. We're done.
Yeah.
So I was like, they didn't do that. I feel like Brittany's changing her vote. So stoked to see Danielle go.
Part of me wasn't because I love a Big Brother player on anything. And she did so well in Big Brother. I know it's a completely different game. And I just thought maybe she can pull it off and be like, all of this was a master plan. And I acted this way because of this and all that. And
I think, no. When she was gone, I think, and then when she made the comment, the way she reacted to Brittany.
Which is what I did.
But the way she reacted, I was like, oh, she just sunk Brittany's ship.
Yeah, which is what I did to Cena when we played.
Oh, right.
My reaction to him voting for me.
I was like, oh, she just sunk Brittany's ship, and Dylan is, all he has to do is like make sure the other 3 are on board.
Yeah.
However, who's this, all due respect, who's the idiot that just coasted through the whole show and won? What's her name?
Idiot?
Yeah.
Gabby?
No.
Dolores?
Who I'm so glad in the reunion. Did you get to the part where Andy Cohen was like, you voted incorrectly 8 out of 10 times?
Yeah.
It's like, this woman. And I'm glad she was like, if I was a traitor, I would have been caught immediately. Like, I would have been a terrible traitor.
Yeah.
But it's like, when they were setting us up to think that she was going to throw red flame.
Yeah. I thought for sure she was.
I was like, I swear to God. In that moment, I was like, I couldn't even look at the TV. I was having so much anxiety. Yeah. I was like, but then I was like, oh, they're producing this. That's why they're waiting and having her thing be last. I was very excited.
Secretly, I did want them to do one round of red just because
they would have gotten rid of Dylan, though. It would have been Dylan.
I know. It just like is fun TV for people to turn on each other. It's like, it's nice for everyone to be like, oh, we won together and we love each other. But also it's fun to see the,
They all got $50K, which was cute.
Yeah.
No, but I have...
But no one... Okay, I don't think that the reaction was really the problem with Brittany. I think that...
Her calling Gabby as the one to ask what she was?
No, I think that was correct. I think that she did what she did with Gabby and being honest was right.
Okay.
I think that... I thought she had Dolores and Gabby to vote out Dylan. So I don't know. That was either production or... something else happened right before they went in to vote.
Oh.
But Dylan says that the reason that he was sure is because of her argument.
Oh, because it was too prepared.
Yeah.
Right.
But I also don't... He kept being like, if you have a really good argument, then that means you're a traitor. And I'm like, no, that just means you are good at playing a game. I guess in this late, maybe, but I think he was using that the whole game. And it's like, no, you just aren't a strategy game player.
Right.
If you have a good argument, that means because look at Derek.
Yeah.
Derek had a really good argument.
True.
He got voted out for it,
right.
But he was right.
Correct.
So if they just had looked at that a little bit more critically and been like, maybe these people are just gamers and we are... I was on my brother's show traveling around the world making like whatever in the ground. Maybe I'll listen to you. I'm not a strategy game player.
Yeah, I think it's just Dylan's personal take on what he thinks.
Yeah, he wasn't wrong, but it's still like that explanation. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I think
It
if
was
I was a
sad.
faithful, I would really be able to figure out who the traitors are. I just feel like I could do it.
Yeah.
So we need to get on the Amazing Race so that we can get onto the traitors.
Yeah, it's hard now because the first season they had half regular people, and now I don't think they will.
No, but if we're on the Amazing Race, we become reality competition people.
Well, I was gonna say you could probably just also send in an audition for Traitors, but it is less likely now that they're gonna put regular people on.
Yeah.
So,
other notable things. I love Gabby. I'm obsessed with her now.
do you get her on TikTok now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really funny.
Love her.
She just got married.
Oh, good.
Her and Robbie got married recently in Vegas, I think, and
I love in the reunion that like Dylan was like, I was watching Deal or No Deal Island on the way to film The Traitors, and Rob, when you took off your mask, and I was like, this is what this guy does.
Yeah.
He finds a really gullible, innocent person to keep by his side till the end, and it works every single time. And Rob's like, yeah, that's how. And I feel like his game days have to be close to an end. Like his strategy is the same every time.
Yeah,
it works somehow.
He was on. I listen to Rob has a podcast sometimes with reality shows.
Yeah,
and they did a deeper dive with Rob recently, and he was like, he had taken a little bit of a break before he did Deal or No Deal Island. And he was like, I am back in it. Like, I'm having fun playing again. And so he was like, but I need a new game.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, I can't, I'm cooked every time I go on one of these games because everyone knows my strategy. I have such a pre-known, what is the word I'm looking for?
Pre-known.
Like when everyone knows what you're going to do.
Obvious?
His reputation precedes him.
Yeah, he has oh my God.
A reputation.
Yeah, he's got a reputation.
And he's like, so I don't think I can play anything again until it's a new show. And it also has to be, he has to have competition that is on the same level as him. So it needs to be people like Derek and Dan.
Yes.
And
who's the other guy?
Dr. Will. Finger.
He's the one that flipped everyone off and said,
oh, Wes. Johnny Bananas. Like, it needs to be powerhouse players. Yeah. Parvati and Sari and...
Who's the other one from Parvati's season when they... oh, my God, she's so good.
Amanda?
Amanda, yes. Amanda, yeah.
Yeah, you need all powerhouse players so that you
Jerry
can't... Yeah.
Die.
The guy who got voted off this season.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking
Jeremy?
about. Jeremy.
Yes.
Because then he can't latch on to
You're
a
right.
weak person.
Oh
Everyone is on the same level playing field. Everyone knows how big of a threat they are. And then therefore they can actually play again anew instead of being able to have to also navigate people who are like, well, I just know that you're, whatever, and I'm just going to vote you out. Like they all are on the same playing field. So that's what he was like. I want to play again, but I need something new. Yeah. Basically. So.
To TBD, Rob. Let's see it.
Yeah. If anyone out there writes reality shows,
he could do something like The Circle, where he can remain like anonymous and play his game, and people don't know who he is.
Fun. That'd
Circle's
be cool.
not like good enough for him, but something like that.
I mean, in order for him to leave his family, it would have to be, I think he would do anything for a check because he can negotiate.
And he's married to
really
someone who really appreciates the game.
And his kids are older now.
True.
And they know what he does. So, he said he would really they asked him who he thought should play. And he was like, I want to see a really good poker player play. He was I have a lot of, because he plays poker also, which I'm sure he's good at. He was like, I have a lot of well-known poker friends, which he named Daniel Negreanu, who I met him. He spoke one time at my old job. They did a thing and he spoke. So I met him. He does seem like he's very charismatic to do that. And so he was like, I want to, instead of a reality show person, I want to see a poker player because I think that they would do really well in it. Yeah. So
that's
Vanessa.
I like that. Vanessa.
Yeah. So
okay.
A good season.
It was a good season.
I enjoyed pretty much everyone on the season except for like Tom and Ivor, even though Tom was like, he was good TV because he was so weird.
Yeah, so weird.
Ivor was weird to me. Like, I just like, he didn't give much TV wise.
Yeah.
But I liked most of the people. So
Yeah.
I think it was a success.
Love the Traitors.
Love. One of the last things I have written down is that Casey Anthony is on TikTok. Do you know this?
No, I didn't know she was on TikTok. Are people roasting her ass?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, everyone's just mad. They're like, get away. Like literally what? So if you guys don't know, Casey Anthony, if you're a young person that you weren't alive for this or you were very young, Casey Anthony is a woman who was found not guilty of murdering her daughter, but the allegedly, I don't know the legal words, allegedly, some say that she did. So there was this, how long was it? A month long.
So long.
It was like a month long thing. They lived in Florida where her daughter was missing, but she didn't report her missing until 30 days after she went missing. And then there was a huge search party that went out for weeks and weeks. And they ended up finding her within a mile from her parents' home. And then she was arrested.
She was very young too, right?
Yes. She was at least 21 because there was photos of her going to party in the 30 days that her daughter was missing.
That's right. She had gone to parties.
She had gone to bars and partying and all these things. So I think she was at least 21 or she was illegally going there. You guys can look into it. I'm sure there's a
docuseries right now.
Yeah, there's a docuseries and you can look it up. But she was arrested, but the jury found her not guilty due to lack of
substantial evidence.
Yeah. And she basically went into hiding after that for decades. This was in what? The early 2000s?
Yeah, like maybe 04, 05.
Yeah. I feel like I was in early high school or middle school.
Yeah, I think like 04, 05.
Yeah. She went into hiding for all these years. And every once in a while, her name would pop up. And it would be like, she's now trying out photography. Or she has a job here at a grocery store. Like, I don't know, somewhere random. And if anyone ever saw her out, like, she got treated very poorly. Because the consensus of the entire country is this girl
killed her child,
murdered her daughter. But she got off. And she can never be tried again for that.
Especially even I want to know what evidence made them not be able to like convict her, because there was things like, remember one of her lies she told was that she had been working and she worked at Universal Studios.
Yeah. She took
to the point where she took the police there.
Yeah.
Like that's how much of a sociopath she is.
And she just walked around for like an hour.
And they're like, she hasn't worked here in 3 years.
And then she just turned around at one point and was like, okay, I'm lying. I don't work here.
Yeah.
And they were like, you just wasted hours of our time. Yeah. What are you doing? That, and she,
something about
there was searches on the family computer.
Yeah.
Before anything happened, weeks before, there was on chloroform and how to use it and how to whatever. And then after the fact, when they did searches on the computer, they saw searches for like how to kill someone or whatever. So that seems like evidence, but it also, I think that the timelines were kind of hard because since it was so early to cell phone usage, the pinging of the cell phone towers was so different than it is now. And I think it was just harder. It was right on the precipice of all of the new material we can use from technology.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the iPhone wasn't even invented until 2007. So we're talking Nokia, like
what's the
very early cell phones. The Razor?
No, the one that like sidekicks.
Oh, so yeah. So I just think there were things like that. And she used her parents in her defense of abuse and stuff like that. And I honestly don't know how it happened. But I mean, no, I don't think anyone allegedly, I don't know the words to use, thinks that she didn't do it. She just got off.
Yep.
and she went into hiding. Well, now she has emerged from hiding.
She said, I'm going to take TikTok over.
Well, not really. She only has 2 videos.
Okay.
And she only made the TikTok to send people to Substack, which I don't know what Substack is.
I don't either. What's that?
It's another app. To me, it kind of looks like a Reddit type app, or another place where you can type words and enter it, and it kind of feeds like a Twitter feed or I don't know, it kind of goes below Tumblr maybe. I don't know. It's a new thing that people use.
A new economic engine for culture is what the tagline is.
I hate that.
I hate it.
But so she made a video in her car where she was basically like, I am making this video because I want to direct people to go to my Substack where I'm breaking my silence, and I'm going to be helping people with legal issues. So she is now, I don't know if she has a degree or what, but she's like a social justice warrior and helping people who are in legal trouble navigate that, apparently. I don't know. She has 63,000 followers so far on TikTok.
Okay.
And she has comments turned off. So nothing's happening there. But I've seen a bunch of videos of people being like, don't follow her. Like, don't give her the time of day. I just don't understand how. I know that I don't know if this is leaning political, but it is this was such a big cultural thing for us when we were younger.
Yeah,
like,
huge.
It was wild.
It was like that. And what was the one with the dude that killed his wife? He looks like Ben Affleck.
Chris something. Wasn't that when we were not that long ago though?
No.
Killed his wife. Oh, yes.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes. Peterson.
Yes, Scott Peterson. It was Scott Peterson and Casey Anthony. Those two were huge when we were younger.
Yeah. I just don't know how she isn't just like,
why?
Got off. Whatever that means, whether she did it or she didn't do it.
Yeah.
She didn't go to prison for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And everyone believes that. Mm-hmm. So like, she could just live a quiet life in a quiet town, have a remote job where no one knows who she is. Yeah. She makes her money and she's just like, hey, I'm not in jail right now.
Yeah. I'm really lucky I got off. So let's just let me live in silence.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so interesting to me. I'm going to keep an eye on it just to see what happens if she makes more videos. Because in her initial video, she's like, this is the first of probably many videos.
Great.
But she's gotten such negative feedback that it's like, is she going down that road or not?
Yeah.
If your passion is helping people with legal issues, I feel like there's a way to do it without putting yourself on social media.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it sounds a little showy.
Yeah.
Like, you are putting yourself in the public eye.
Yeah.
And it feels like you kind of want the attention.
Yes.
When you could, again, live in a small town or live in a big city.
Yeah.
And help people who are underprivileged, who can't afford attorneys. You can put yourself to work in a good way, in a modest way.
Yes.
And to me, that's where I'm a little like perturbed.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing it for the love of helping people.
Right.
Because you could do that.
Yep.
So that's what I have to say about Casey Anthony.
Period.
What else?
I just have to. Heather just texted me. This is crazy. She said it says pod content. So she sent a screenshot. I need y'all to track this, please. Thank you.
What is it?
Fire Festival 2 tickets on sale.
No way.
But Mexican officials say no permits have been filed. Tickets for Fire Festival 2 reportedly set for Mexico in May of 2025. What? Are now
That's
on
in
sale.
2 months.
Yeah. But local officials say no permits have been requested. No way.
Oh my gosh.
Heather, we will follow this story because wow. The nerve of this man.
That, and in order to put on a big event,
takes years.
You can't do permits in 2 months. What are you doing? Insane. I wonder how much they're going to be. Does it say how much?
No, it was just a screenshot of an article. We will track this though.
Yeah, I will. I'll put it on the list for me to look up for next time. Maybe there'll be more stuff.
Yeah.
Today's birthdays.
Let's hear it.
We actually have a lot. Rob Kardashian is 38, which
just remind me of the
what
day.
does he do?
It's the 14th.
Is the 17th?
17th. Okay.
What does Rob do?
He's busy.
Is he? Because I don't think he'd make socks anymore. Is he
Rob Kardashian?
Who'd you think I meant?
I was picturing Scott.
Oh no, Rob.
I don't know what he does.
He's not on the show.
I know he was having some mental health issues.
Yeah, he. Chloe called him on the show the other day, and he answered and talked. His voice was there, but you're not on the show. Mm-hmm. I don't think you're making socks. What are you doing?
Google it. What is Rob Kardashian doing?
Rob has had business ventures with Perfect Skin, Rival Spot, and BG5. He had a sock line, Arthur George. It says, but some of his businesses have appeared to go defunct.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like anyone knows what he's doing.
Okay. Just living.
But I guess maybe he saved his money.
Okay.
And he can.
Okay.
He's 38.
Oh.
I have an itch. Hold on.
Happy birthday, Rob.
Hosier is 35. Didn't know we were the same age.
Pictured that man in his 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, have you ever seen him?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think he was that old.
Oh.
He's just really tall, right? He's like 7 feet tall, isn't he?
Very big.
My nose itches so bad, guys. I promise I'm not being gross. Grimes is 37.
Oh.
Rob Lowe is 61. Soccer star Mia Hamm is 53.
40? Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
She was really big when we were in like elementary school.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell is 74. Side note, when I was looking
Speaking of Kate Hudson.
Oh, I didn't even get into this. I had an update on Gene Hackman and his wife.
Oh, okay.
So they said that she was likely dead like a week before he was found or died.
What?
So he had Alzheimer's, which
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think people did. So his health was poor already. He had heart disease, which is they think how he died. He had a pacemaker, and there was a cardiac event that happened. That now that he is dead, they think that is how he died.
Got it.
But because of the Alzheimer's, they think that he was just like living for a week after she died. So that's why she had mummification.
So like he probably wasn't taking his medication or doing anything.
Yeah, because I'm sure she helped him. He was. I didn't know he was like 95, 94. Old, yeah. I saw a picture of him. First, I always just pictured him how he looked in his movies.
Yeah.
He would have been unrecognizable to me. I didn't realize. First of all, I didn't realize he was that old, which is silly of me because duh. But I haven't seen him obviously, so I didn't know. But her cause of death is something called hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, which is a rare rodent transmitted virus. So I think the medical examiner said that it's actually kind of normal. Like if you have rodents in your home, they can get in your food because they're on your countertops and stuff. So I don't know if they lived in the country. I don't know exactly what.
Arizona.
But yeah, the guy was like, it's actually not that abnormal. Okay. Like it's a thing. So she died of that, but because he had Alzheimer's, he didn't know. And so they were just living. And
so then did the dogs just die of starvation?
Yes. The one dog, it was in its crate. So I'm sure that he wasn't the primary caregiver of the dogs. She was probably giving him his medications, and he had no food in his stomach, so he hadn't eaten himself.
Oh, that's
so sad. It is very sad, and
no one thought to check on him in the week that, like, they really just must have been very secluded.
Not because she was
right, but no, I mean, like, they didn't have friends that were like, "Hey, I haven't heard from Mrs. Hackman in a while."
True. I think I read that a neighbor or something
said ask for the wellness check. Yeah.
So, but I don't know, maybe a week isn't that crazy because she was relatively, moving and grooving.
Yeah.
I think that the virus was a freak thing.
Yeah.
So for them to not hear from them, I don't think she was on watch for she could go anytime. He was, but she was his caregiver. So
wow.
So that is sad, but that is the update from last episode when we were speculating and we knew nothing.
Yes.
So there's that.
Glad you came back to that. Back to birthdays.
Back to birthdays. Kurt Russell is 74. Tamar Braxton is 48.
Love her.
Katie Ledecky is 28 years old. She's so young.
Who is that?
The swimmer, the Olympic swimmer.
Oh, right. Wow, yeah.
I couldn't believe it, which makes me feel like she can do another Olympics.
Yeah,
I thought she was our age, and I was like, girl, if you're too tired, I get it.
Yeah. No, she's got another
but
Olympics in her
knowing
for
she's
sure.
only 28,
I wonder if she'll be in the LA Olympics.
I want to go so bad. But it will be so hard to get tickets to anything. Well, it's a lottery, right?
It is lottery, but I still think like
we gotta go.
We gotta get out of town.
I know. Okay, Clarissa Shields, which I know you don't know who that is.
You're right.
She is a boxer.
Oh, okay.
And there was just a movie made about her, and Josh and I went to see it, and it was so good. I have to tell you the name of it.
You did tell me about this movie because you went to the wrong theater first.
Yeah. The movie is called The Fire Inside, and I highly recommend.
Okay.
It's a very good movie. She is 30.
Nice.
And then Tay Lautner, which is Taylor Lautner's wife, is 28, which also didn't know she was that young.
Baby.
Like, sheesh.
Yeah. Sheesh. You know Taylor Lautner and I have the same birthday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. I actually forgot that.
Oh, well, I'm here to remind you.
Thank you. And then pop culture things. Beauty and the Beast, the live action movie with Emma Watson, came out in 2017.
Hate to say it, but don't love it.
Okay. She's not a good singer, but I thought she was a very good acting.
Oh, yeah.
And the only thing I really don't like besides her singing is the weird suit that they have the Beast in. Like his weird the way he looked, I didn't like that.
Because it was a combination of like practical and CGI. It was strange.
Yeah, it wasn't right to me. But I actually liked the movie.
Yeah.
Minus those things. Oh my gosh, one of the best movies ever made.
Oh.
Debuted in 2007. Can you guess?
2007? House Bunny?
Okay, think like me.
Oh, like you. Okay. 2007 Allison movie. So it's Step Up?
So close.
It's something in that world?
Because Channing Tatum is in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. She's the Man.
She's the Man.
Great movie.
Oh my gosh.
Great
so
movie.
That debuted in 2007. Final Destination, 2000.
Oof.
I just thought it was funny. The Chandelier music video in 2014.
Yeah.
And then the show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, debuted in 2017, which I never finished.
I didn't ever finish either, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
One day.
And that's all she wrote.
Love it. Very good.
Thank you guys all for watching. Remember that we have a speak pipe, which no one has sent anything in recently. So if you would like to have us answer any questions, if you have anything you want to tell us, if you want advice, remember that you can click in the info in the description to go to speakpipe.com and record anything you want for us. And we never say this, but leave a review, like all those things. What were you going to say?
That if you're listening and not watching, you can also like scroll in whatever app you're in and there's a way to leave us a message.
Oh, yeah. All those things.
Hell yeah.
And we hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Wear green.
Wear green so no one pinches ya.
That's right.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.